Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I have a couple Ripple and XRP related stories for you in this particular hot jam. And I'll be beginning with this piece in Crypto Newsflash titled "Ripple FXCoin starts proof of concept for XRP-based payment platform." And this is interesting to me. I love real-world adoption. This is functionally useful, and it doesn't even have anything to do with Ripple, not directly anyway. It's just other companies using XRP to build out a payments platform. And so I'll tell you this: even though I kind of decry the current situation a little bit, just in the fact that not enough people are sufficiently parsing out the differences between cryptocurrencies, which is why XRP and every other altcoin is tethered to the price action of Bitcoin, and that's because we're in the nascency of this asset class. I do believe eventually that's not going to be the case. And so I plan to never sell all of my XRP, but that's contingent upon the continued real-world adoption of XRP, because I do believe that increasingly you're going to see institutional players and retail people enter the space. And as some of these cryptocurrencies that don't do anything get flushed out of the system and go the way of the dodo, my favorite extinct avian creature, there will be, and I really firmly believe there's going to be an increased importance placed on buying cryptocurrencies that solve a real problem. And so as long as I continue to see real-world adoption of XRP, I'm never going to sell all of it. And I still haven't sold any XRP to this point. I'll share with you whenever I do ultimately during this next market cycle as things go parabolic. I'll sell some, sure, but I'm going to be long forever, and again, contingent upon a continued real world adoption here. And so when I see stuff like this, especially if it's not Ripple, to me that's pretty cool and pretty exciting here. So I'll be sharing with you the specifics, and then there's this article from CryptoComes titled "XRP Litecoin to be discovered by retail before DeFi unicorns." Before we go any further, if you would please delicately tap the like button, I'd appreciate the support, and also subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel, because if you don't, your life will never truly be complete. You know it, I know it, and I know that you know that I know that, or something like that. So just let's get it done, man. Let's get it done. All right, to this piece. On November 30th, FXCoin Co. Ltd. announced the launch of a proof of concept between the companies of the Sumitomo Corporation Group, which will use XRP to settle debts and credits. According to the company, this is the first time in Japan that a major corporation has conducted a pre-dated transaction with a virtual currency. So already right there, kind of a big deal. Now, in addition to Sumitomo Corporation, Sumitomo Global Metals, and Ripple's long-standing partner SBI Group will participate in the project. The proof of concept is to test a system that avoids the risk of exchange rate fluctuations of virtual currencies. For this purpose, Sumitomo Corporation uses XRP to settle debts and credits between different group companies. See, and so right there, that represents real-world utility. As it turns out, XRP's really good at moving money around the planet. Well, how about that? Might that be important? Well, I'll tell you what it is to these people, or they wouldn't even be trying this. This is real-world adoption. This fundamentally matters. I love seeing it, because in a world of crypto in 2020, where there's over 7,000 cryptocurrencies and about 2 of them do anything, like, this is exciting to me, and I think we're early to the party in the sense that we get this. So, like, I get it. If you're listening to this channel, you probably get it. I'm willing to bet, because the type of person that would be interested in following XRP developments, I can't imagine that your position is that different than mine in terms of what actually matters, which it's got to be fundamental utility. Anyway, the piece continues. FXCoin will execute the transactions of Sumitomo Corporation to hedge the price fluctuations of XRP and sell the corresponding XRP on a certain date. FXCoin will also develop a new mechanism similar to that used in the foreign exchange market, which allows companies and other institutions to set the price of virtual currencies when they send them via the swap market. So once the price of future money transfers is fixed, it should become easier for companies and institutional investors to use virtual currencies that benefit from small transfers. the announcement said. So in an earlier statement, FXCoin chief strategist Yasuo Matsuda said about the long-run goal of the project. In an earlier statement, FXCoin's chief strategist said the following. Here's a quote. Until now, active crypto has been used mainly for speculative purposes due to the magnitude of price movements. To establish the exchange market and expand the use for real demand, we will proceed with the demonstration experiment of domestic remittances and remittances abroad through XRP. And finally, global cash management, corporate finance, and trade. And so again, there you go. See, they recognize it. You can actually do something with this. And so that's why I strongly feel like we're simply early to the party, but that's okay. It's like, I feel like so many people that hold XRP today have no earthly idea of what they're really holding, the true value of this. And it makes me think of like the people, the earliest days of Bitcoin that were fortunate enough to have, Bitcoin at like 8 cents or anywhere just ridiculously cheap. And then they sold it for like, even if they made like quadruple their money, I don't care, whatever it would have been. They had no earthly idea of what they were holding. They didn't know it was about to happen. And I feel like that about XRP so long as it continues to find real-world adoption. And so I always reserve the right to, flip from feeling bullish about XRP to bearish. And mind you, I am Mr. XRP Bull right now. I'm just saying, if there are real reasons to think that this thing's not going to get adopted in a meaningful way, you better believe I'm going to tell you, because I'll tell you what, I got my real money invested in this, and if you're listening to this channel, I'm willing to bet you do too. And so if something is going bad, you tell me you don't want to know that, so I will be screaming it from the rooftops if something goes wrong. But to the contrary, I just continually see real-world adoption. And in the short term, it's a fun ride because XRP is just following the price action of Bitcoin, and I suspect that Bitcoin will continue to do well for the foreseeable future. All right, now into this next piece from Crypto.com's titled XRP Litecoin to be discovered by retail DeFi unicorns. And this is interesting because the individual that they're talking about in this piece doesn't seem to be too fond of XRP necessarily. But the perspective was interesting. So check this out. Prominent cryptocurrency analyst I don't know how to say that. I'm going to call you John because I don't know how to say that. I can pronounce John. You're John for the rest of this article, my friend. Prominent cryptocurrency analyst John, who's also the co-founder of leading on-chain research firm Masari, has shared his views on retail adoption of XRP Litecoin, as well as AAVE, AAVE, and Synthetics, which is SNX for short, the native tokens of the eponymous decentralized finance protocols. And I personally was not aware of them, but why would I be? There are like 7,000 cryptocurrencies on the planet, whatever. And so then they have this little subheading, An Arduous Journey of Retail Adoption. Daryl Wang, an investment expert at flagship DeFi investment firm DeFinance Capital and a former JP Morgan officer, has admitted that it would be painful to see how retail bets on old school coins instead of looking at DeFi blue chips. And so John shares his concerns. And here's what he tweeted out just the other day. Unfortunately, this is my base case. Retail will discover XRP and Litecoin way before AAVE and SNX. Go to App Store, find the crypto on-ramp apps, and look which assets are supported there. And that is true. Part of the reason that I came across XRP when I entered the world of crypto in November of 2017 is because other people had already, paved the way for me to find it a little bit easier than I otherwise would have. It was already one of the top coins, cryptocurrency, in the cryptocurrency asset class in terms of market cap. It was already towards the top. And so when I started doing my research, and I did research dozens and dozens of coins, I started at the top and just kind of went on down, I came across XRP very quickly. That's why XRP was the first coin I ever purchased that wasn't on Coinbase. And it was kind of a nightmare to figure out how to do that, frankly. But 1 week after I jumped into the world of crypto, I purchased XRP, which was the fourth cryptocurrency I ever purchased. The other ones being Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, because those were on Coinbase. And that's all that was on Coinbase at the time. There were only 3 coins. And so I was just like, whatever, I'll get a little bit each. And I barely spent any money on it because I was still researching. But it is true that so people will find out about this first. But I don't know that these other coins deserve to have more attention than XRP. Certainly, maybe more than Litecoin. But here's the thing. Like, it's funny that he cited XRP there, when again XRP is just about the only cryptocurrency on the entire planet to functionally do anything. And so, but here's what he said. So check this out, and this is why it's so comical to me. So John claims that XRP and Litecoin, which are widely criticized as zombie chains, still have much more chance of being adopted by the retail crowd than flagship DeFi unicorns, such as the ones he cited there. Among other reasons, this may be attributed to the policies of crypto exchange services regarding popular DeFi applications. Barely all of them have XRP and Litecoin in their trading suites. I don't think they meant barely all of them. They probably just meant just about all of them. But it's crypto media, guys. Just like type something up once, don't read it, and upload. Boop, boop, boop. Bunch of C students writing articles. Moon Lambo covering it. Well, that's all of crypto media, though, dude. It's all of them. Every single freaking one of them. Anyway, by contrast, DeFi tokens are still very rare when it comes to retail crypto to fiat off-ramps. So, yeah, I look, there's still almost no money in XRP, and I mean that in a positive, because if there were a lot more money in XRP, then think about how much more would have to flow in just to get XRP price to double. It's highly illiquid compared to pretty much any other asset on the freaking planet that's traded, pretty much. There's almost no money in crypto. And so, yeah, XRP, I don't think it's going away. I don't think it's going away. And I think that it's going to be worth substantially more in the future, and that's why I'm happy to have skin in the game here. And so, it's unfortunately retail will discover it first. I wouldn't say that's unfortunate. I would say it's a blessing, if anything. All right, that's it for this video, though. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.